I do think about that. Like there's all these ideas swirling around us. I think giving careful consideration to every possible idea and making responses to it, of why it's a good idea, bad idea, how it fits in with other ideas, is a really bright idea. Um, and I realize that the reason we do things the way we do them, I have greater appreciation for that than ever before. We do things the way that we do them because that's the way that currently works. It fits in with a bunch of other things. And so just because something is a new idea does not at all mean it's a good idea. In fact, it's probably a bad idea in terms of its functionality, in terms of what we actually want. So, but I guess I really like to delve into those. I like to play with ideas, even if they're, heretical or considered evil. I want to play with all of them because sometimes things that are bad in a certain context over time become good. Like a lot of inventions are really just combinations of other things. And so we can just brainstorm combining every possible thing. That's ridiculous, of course, but we can go in that general direction, and then come up with solutions that otherwise we wouldn't have thought of. Like in this case, it's just moving a lock from one gate that's far, far away to one that's closer in. My reasons to do that used to be zero, but now it's harder for me to get to the gate, and so yeah, I'm going to move that closer. That's really cool. But yeah, a good example of how we can do that in terms of cultural design and thinking about how we should live, because we have lots of opportunities and options that we haven't really considered. And most people, of course, really rigidly will stick with what they were raised with. They'll do it with great fervor, and they'll consider any other thought as a threat. And most people operate that way, whether they're on this side or that side. Most people are so entrenched in a group way of thinking that they're into that they're stuck, and then you get some people who have to escape out of that. I would rather design a culture where people don't have to escape because there are relatively irrelevant cultural restrictions, you know. So, but that's just me, apparently. Very few people.